prior to or during the time where CSI was doing what we call overall photos. They were taken out prematurely.
And also from this same exhibit, can you describe, there is a cup that is over to the right side of the sink.
Yes.
When you were there executing the search warrant, can you describe what, if any, relevance did that plastic cup have to this investigation?
At the time of executing the search warrant, there was it wasn't believed to have been relevant. The glasses that you see pictured here on the island were...
You can circle them.
Sure. These were thought to have been relevant based on the interviews I'd done earlier that night.
And why is it that those were the focus?
Because it was mentioned that they were drinking out of the glasses earlier that night when...
And can you explain what you mean by it was mentioned that they... What information?
During the interview with Nigella Jackson, I learned that she had stopped by Jade's apartment earlier in the night, and she had explained that Jade was having sort of a date night where she was cooking Alfredo and they were painting, and she was doing that with Mr. Taylor, and she explained that she loved Jade's chicken Alfredo.
Okay.
I was not needing that much detail, but...
Sorry about that.
That particular cup, again, at that moment, did you know anything? Did you have Jade's cell phone? Had you had an extraction done? Had you gone through it and looked at the pictures?
Now, I think we were in possession of her cell phone by that point, but we had not had the opportunity to be able to have it examined, extracted, or go through the massive amount of content.
If this witness could be handed, I believe it's Exhibit 21.
See if the clerk's back there. We need Exhibit 28. Okay.
Do you recognize that item, Detective Reese?
The envelope is sealed. May I open it?
Sure.
Yes, this is Jade Benning's cell phone.
All right, this time I would ask that Exhibit 28 that was previously marked for ID be entered as Exhibit 28. Detective Reese, who did you receive that cell phone from?
I believe it was Miss Benning's mother, Bridget Burks.
And can you describe when you obtain cell phones, having the passcode, is that useful?
It is very useful.
And did Ms. Burks provide you with the passcode to Ms. Benning's phone?
Yes.
Did she provide you with information related to Ms. Benning and kind of what had transpired from the time this happened until the time she met you?
Yes, she had.
And did she provide you multiple details about anything and everything that happened with that apartment and or her phone?
She provided me, you said everything with her apartment.
Did she tell you that people had been over there?
Oh, yes. She'd explained that people had been by there.
And was she freely giving you as much information as she possibly could?
Absolutely.
And later, I guess in the investigation, Did you receive photos from Ms. Lauren Weber?
Yes.
And I want to go back to those. Those are Exhibit 13. Do you recognize those, Detective Reese?
Yes.
And if you could just read out the date and time.
That's February 25th, 2023 at 11:29 p.m.
Your Honor, very briefly, I wanted to make sure that I qualified it before we went too far. I have no issue with the phone itself being entered, but not everything on it. So if there is something in the phone, I would like.
Well, we'll get there if they were planning on introducing something else.
I just wanted to
The phone
make sure
itself,
that they could.
it was already made. Very good.
Thank you, Your Honor. Detective Reese, did you see this photograph kind of early on in the investigation?
Yes, fairly early on.
And do you recognize anything in that photograph?
Yes, I recognize the glass sitting there and the pieces of art on the counter and the painting supplies and accessories.
And this is the second photograph in Exhibit 16, in Exhibit 13 that was provided by Ms. Weber. And do you see the same two glasses from the other photos?
Yes.
And now I want to show you an image from Exhibit 29. This is after Ms. Benning's cell phone has been analyzed. Can you describe when you saw this photograph? Did anything stand out to you?
That photograph was actually brought to my attention by Miss Burks. She mentioned to me that this one was taken that night and mentioned something.
If you'll answer the questions, you'll be
Yes.
here till 3 o'clock if you don't.
Yes, sir. Yes, this photo was brought to my attention.
And maybe I should clarify, did Ms. Burke show you this photograph before you received the extraction?
No, I received the extraction. I just hadn't noted that particular photo.
Okay. And can you describe that cup? When you saw it in this photograph, did you associate it with anything at the crime scene?
Not initially.
But we just looked at photographs from CSI Terry. Can you describe kind of after you looked at everything and talked about this, what do you see here now?
Yes. After some time, I realized that cup we didn't realize was even there. And then after time viewing this photo, noticed it to be in the background beside the sink there.
Can you describe, did you ask anyone to collect that cup
No, we did not the night of.
and why?
We did not realize it had any relevance to the investigation. It appeared as though it had been just washed and put aside to dry.
And can you describe, did you direct them to collect items from that apartment?
The CSI, yes.
And after that was done, what was your next step?
My next step was I wanted to try to find out what we had going on. So there's going to be a series of tests requested related to items seized from the apartment.